we're going to go ahead and record in case people want to pass this along to friends afterwards, because sometimes people can't attend the day of, and sending a link to them is helpful. So my name is Stephanie. I'm going to teach you a bunch of hacks I use for making things dirt cheap. I'm something of a budget nerd, so I run lots of numbers. I'm the one who does the spreadsheets in our house. Runs our budget software and stuff. And, you know, when my husband and I decide how much money we're going to spend on something, I'm the one who makes sure that we can actually like do that, right? And so I hate spending tons of money on cleaning products. I'd rather spend it on fun stuff like coffee or ice cream or like activities with my kids. And so one of the things that I was looking for when we were switching our family to natural products like a decade ago was I need cleaners that work. I need them to not be fussy. I can't afford for them to be super high maintenance, and I need them to be cheap. So lots of green cleaners out there that I would find were, they would take a lot of elbow grease to use, or they didn't take a lot of elbow grease and they weren't super fussy, but they would cost you an arm and a leg, like $5 for a bottle. Or they were super cheap and weren't super fussy, but they didn't really work. And you're like, well, I need all three to happen. So when a friend introduced me to Young Living products, maybe 3 years ago, I started using the cleaner, and I'm a skeptic. Like, what can this clean? And now suddenly the list that I have is what can this not clean, which is kind of a nice a nice change, right? So we have used Thieves Cleaner on our carpets as a stain remover. I know of people who have used it in like the carpet cleaners you can rent from the store. We've used it as a stain remover on our laundry. We've used it in our cars. We've used it on all of our doors and handles and countertops and baseboards and cabinets and all the things. We mop with it. My 4-year-old mop. No, she's 5 now. My 5-year-old mops with it. So like she'll spray the floor and I'll use the Swiffer mop with a rag over it. And that's how we mop the floor together. And I don't have to freak out about her using it because it's Thieves. My 2.5-year-old helped me this morning. We were vacuuming out the car and I used the Thieves spray as a carpet freshener. So we were just lightly spraying all the carpet flooring and the seats and stuff to freshen up the smell of our car. And again, I didn't have to worry about it. So that's a little bit about what I've loved about Thieves Cleaner. We've used the rest of the Thieves line. It's been helpful just getting stuff to our door without fretting. I actually spend a lot less money overall because I'm not in a store. I go shopping once a month. I just set up my Essential Rewards shipment for this month. With all the stuff, and so I'm not doing multiple trips to Target or Costco or buying tons of things off Amazon because I've switched most of our household over. But we've done it in a budget conscious way where I'm not like spending scads of money on this like super elite laundry detergent. Like, no, I spend very little on my laundry detergent because it goes a long ways. So the first one I'll talk about is Thieves Cleaner. This is my used bottle. It actually sits in my laundry room. This one works out, it's $22.50 a bottle on retail. When you buy it on Essential Rewards, you get points back every time you order something. And Essential Rewards is a program where you pick what you want in your box every month. You pick the date that you want your box to process. So if we're traveling or if I need more time to figure out what I need that month or I need something sooner, I might have my box come before or after, and then you get points back for everything that you spend. So for a family of 5, for all of our supplements and personal care and cleaning supplies and all that, I'm regularly spending $400 or $500 a month, but it's a ton of categories all combined, and I'm getting points back for that. The first 3 months, it's 10% back. The month 4 through 23, whatever, almost 2 years, is 20% back, and after that, you're getting 25% back. So that link has a bunch of my math for how I have worked out. So even just the 10% back on this bottle makes it 2025. Fun math, there's 3 capfuls per ounce. This is a 14-ish ounce bottle. We're going to use 1 cap of this for 1 bottle of this. So this is a 16-ounce bottle. At the store for a green cleaner, I was paying anywhere between $3.50 and $5.50 a bottle, roughly that. Now I pay less than $1. That's like with tax and shipping. And if I like put 2 capfuls in because I was, being extra extravagant. So yeah, so that's been nice to do that. You'll see a link there for the bottles that I use. These bottles by Sally's Organics, I think they're like $5 or $6 a bottle when it's not pandemic craziness. When it is, I've gotten them cheaper. The price has gone down to like $2 or $3 a bottle, but they last for forever. They've been dropped on the floor and they generally don't shatter. And the cap can withstand my children pumping the trigger. I add in different scents depending on what I'm doing. If I have extra greasy stuff, I add in lemon oil, or I'll add in peppermint if I'm wanting to wake up a bit. I've done Christmas spirit, I've done geranium, I've done joy, lots of things. In the bathroom, I tend to add oregano for a little bit of extra killing powder. And then, yeah, that link also has recipes for more ways that I use cleaner. One of the ones I want to highlight is the stain remover. I take a half a capful of the laundry detergent and a capful of this, and I fill the rest with water and I shake it. And then I spray this on clothes and I use my toothbrush. It's real fancy. It's the free one from the dentist. And I got out blue food coloring the other day. I've gotten out grass stains. I've gotten out wine stains. I've gotten out, I can't even tell you, like all the things that my kids put in, like it's all gone. So that's been awesome to have a stain remover that is dirt cheap, and because Shout and all the other ones are, again, like $5 a bottle. And even if I do a full, like half a cap of the laundry detergent, it works out to like pennies on the dollar compared to what I was paying at the store. And then I'm not breathing in a bunch of crap. Okay, so that's super cheap cleaner, right? Like that is just the basics. Lots of people, when they start with Young Living, whether it's businesses or individuals, they come in for the Thieves cleaner. And then we let them know, hey, did you know there's a whole line of Thieves stuff that like is all as good as the Thieves cleaner. But they've taken Thieves and they've just put it throughout the whole house, which is awesome. So lots of people also like the foaming hand soap. This one, again, you'll see all the math on like, here's how much it is per ounce if you buy a single. Here's how much it is per ounce if you buy a 3-pack of these singles. Here's how much it is per ounce if you buy a giant refill bottle. And then what happens if you buy the giant refill bottle on Essential Rewards? The trick of it is the bottle comes with 8 ounces of concentrate, but I don't use 8 ounces of concentrate. I do 2 ounces of concentrate and I fill the rest up with water. And when I do that, it ends up being $2.22 a bottle of this to get plant-based, essential oil-based, no crummy stuff in your soap, no parabens, no SLS, none of that in your soap. You can hardly buy normal soap for $2.22 a bottle off the store, let alone the clean, good stuff. So that is another hack I use is you buy this baby on Essential Rewards and you fill this up with 2 ounces of concentrate and you end up with all the soap for dirt cheap. Laundry detergent. I mentioned my stain cleaner that I made. Again, a capful of this, a half a capful of this. And I don't know if you guys can see this next to my head. This is my tiny little laundry detergent bottle that gets shipped to me like once every, I don't know, 4 or 5 months. And we do a lot of laundry because we use a lot of reusable napkins and we cloth diaper and we use kitchen towels instead of paper towels and we do the whole thing. So there's a lot of laundry that goes through at my house. And I'd have to look back to see when I last ordered laundry detergent. It was before the beginning of the year. And I'm still like, I still have a quarter of this left. But the cool thing is, some people will take, they'll take a pumper bottle off Amazon, and there's a link for that in your document. They'll take a pumper bottle and they'll put some of this in the pumper bottle and fill it up with water. And then, especially if you have kids doing laundry, they'll have it so you can just 2, 3, 4, 5 pumps, however much you find your laundry needs. Everybody's water varies. So hard water, soft water, whatnot. They'll use the pumper bottles. I've just kept it in this because my kids aren't quite at the age where they can do laundry yet. So my husband and I can regulate ourselves. And I do this tiny little cap. I do maybe a fifth of it for 1 load of laundry. I have an HE machine, so I don't need as much soap. But my kids are also extra messy, and there's mud and dirt all the time. So that will take care of it. When I'm doing cloth diapers, I do like a quarter of a cup. But even then, you don't want too much soap because then it can't rinse out, and then you have issues in an HE machine. So this one lasts me for forever. Some people, if they're looking for like a laundry booster, you want a little bit more oomph in your laundry, they'll add a capful of Thieves cleaner to their load of laundry, or they'll take like a couple capfuls and just add it to this bottle and shake it up, or they'll add extra oils in there. Some people like to add the oils to Epsom salts and baking soda to cut some of the acidity in the water, to balance the pH out in the water, but they'll add oils to those things beforehand so that you have a nice scent. Because one of the things about Thieves laundry detergent that we have found is some people complain, well, my clothes don't smell good anymore. Like, well, your clothes aren't actually supposed to smell like anything. They're supposed to smell like clothes, not like scents. If you look even on free and clear laundry detergents, they often have fragrance, and they just have to list fragrance on the label. They don't have to actually list what's making that fragrance. It's a protected trade secret. And so you have these aromas that will cling to your clothes, and you have bluing agents that make your clothes appear whiter than they are, and you have all kinds of parabens and things in there that are, and stabilizers and all kinds of stuff that is making it's off-gassing from your clothes onto you. So if you want the scent that you're used to your clothes having a scent after they come out of the wash, we tell people use that Epsom salts and baking soda, add a bunch of oils to it, mix it all up. Every time you do laundry, add like half a cup of that. That will help more of a scent. Or we use dryer balls. So I'll take a wool dryer ball and add some oils onto that. Let that sit for a minute while I'm loading up the dryer. By the time I've loaded up the dryer ball is dry. The oils aren't going to go anywhere, transfer onto any of my clothes. Throw those in, and my clothes smell like whatever I've done in there. Geranium, lemongrass, patchouli. My husband really loves pine in there. Are all good options for, like, at least my stuff that goes to the dryer to come out smelling like something, if you want that. The next one that I cut is the dish soap. This dish soap is a 12-ounce bottle. And I've gotten to the point where I've ordered enough of them that I always have 3 bottles on hand. So I take one of these bottles, divide it up into 3 different bottles, fill it up with warmish water, and then just gently shake to distribute it. And then, use it that way. If you have harder water, you might need to do it by half, not by thirds. But this works out to $4.67 for this bottle. And that's before doing it on Essential Rewards. So that's just the straight up buy 1 bottle, divide it up. Which is about what you're going to pay for super high-end soap that, again, may or may not work well. This one has extra lemon and tangerine, lemon and bergamot. Sorry, I forget which ones they add to it. And jade lemon are added to this one, which helps cut the grease on all of your dishes. Again, some people like to put those in the pump bottles. So the same big ones that they use for laundry, they'll use that same style, pour this into the big one. It's a pump that sits on their sink, and then they use that to wash all their dishes. Toothpaste is in your document. I added those just so you can see the general prices of the toothpaste, because later I'm going to show you a bundle that I use all the time that saves me a heck of a lot of money. The hand sanitizer is actually back in stock every Wednesday right now during pandemic craziness season. They've been scrambling to keep up with demand while also keeping our warehouse workers safe, which is appreciated. So we usually get all the kits, the starter kits and the Essential Rewards kit come with small little hand sanitizers, and I give these out to people sometimes. By themselves, they are preposterously expensive, like $5 a bottle, which is just dumb. I don't want to pay that, so I get them as bundles because I believe in paying the least price per ounce. And the nice thing is, it's not even per ounce that you want to look at. Like, I want to pay the least price per ounce for Young Living's stuff, but I don't compare my cost per ounce with Young Living stuff as I do cost per ounce with what's on the shelf. If I'm trying to compare Young Living to something else, then I do cost per use, right? Because this laundry soap, if I was to do, oh, it's 32 fluid ounces, and then I go compare it to 32 fluid ounces of what's on the shelf at the store, that's not the same, because what's on the store, I'm going to have to use a giant capful, and what's here, I'm going to use a tiny little bit. So I actually look at price per load. So same thing with the hand sanitizer. I use, it's like not even a pea-sized amount, guys. And this is a brand new bottle, so I don't know that my pump is working yet. But it's like the tiniest little pea-sized amount, and it, like, you can spread that liberally all over your hands. Like for my kids, I do like a half a pea-sized amount because there's just, they don't have as big hands as I do. So I'll get these bottles, and every once in a while I will take these bottles and refill them for my big one because it's cheaper per ounce to buy the big one. And then I get these in my bundles. So as these bottles wear out, I've gotten more. The other one is Thieves mouthwash. I never buy this as a single, ever. I just don't. We use it all the time. I use it regularly every evening. I apologize, I didn't grab one of these spray bottles to show you, but I take a 15 milliliter bottle, and there's a link in your document for the spray tops that I use. I take these 5 milliliter or 15 milliliter bottles. I take the labels off, I get the sticky stuff off with lemon oil, and I refill them and use them as spray tops all the time. I will give Thieves cleaner out to friends. I will make room sprays for people. I will make owie sprays for my kids, all kinds of stuff. But the big one with the Thieves mouthwash is I'll take some of it and put it in a 15 milliliter bottle, and I use it as a spray, like a throat spray, or for a mouth freshener. So I don't carry mints around with me. I carry a mouth freshener around. So 15 milliliter bottle fits in my purse, fits in my oils bag in my purse, fits in a diaper bag, fits in your car, wherever. And the combination of Thieves and colloidal silver is great, not just for mouth, like a fresh mouth, right? Like we're not masking anything, we're actually killing stuff off in the mouth that shouldn't be there. But also lots of people have testimonies about, hey, I was getting throat infections all the time. Hey, I was dealing with enlarged tonsils all the time. Hey, I was dealing with all kinds of stuff. And when they started spraying this regularly or gargling with it regularly, those issues stopped. So that's a good one to experiment. The other one that I apologize, all of these are in my car, and my car is with Grandma and Grandpa and my kids who are off site right now, is the Thieves spray, the little bottle about this big. And it's got the ethanol content. Oh, this hand sanitizer is 65% alcohol. It's denatured with peppermint, not with synthetic ingredients. So it meets the FDA's regulation for being able to say it's a hand sanitizer. The Thieves spray has enough ethanol in it to be considered a sanitizing or disinfecting spray. I use it on carts all the time, even before craziness. We use it to spray down tables at restaurants, all of that. Again, that is something else I never buy separately because it is so much cheaper to get it as a bundle. So all of that. There are two ways that I get, that people can get a bunch of Thieves stuff for basically free. Young Living put together a Thieves ER kit. So when I wrote up this document for you, I put things as the wholesale price, and then you'll see a slash, and then I list the retail price. People do not have to buy a starter kit to order products. They can just order products, but you pay a preposterous amount for them. Like there's no reason to pay retail because there's a basic kit that is $35, and you can just add whatever you want onto the basic kit. My recommendation for Thieves products for people who are just starting out is to get a basic kit and a Thieves ER kit. It works out to $153, which is cheaper even than our oils starter kit. But you get a bunch of stuff for free when they bundled everything together. So as a regular member, I will get a Thieves ER kit maybe once every few months when I'm running out of cleaner and or toothpaste or whatever. So they took the Thieves Essential Oil Blend, a toothpaste, 2 bottles of cleaner, a mouthwash, 2 bottles of foaming hand soap, 2 small bottles of hand sanitizer, and 2 bottles of the Thieves spray, and they bundled it all together. At wholesale, it should be priced, if you like went through their website and added all those things to your cart separately, you'd pay $156 and change. But when you add it as a Thieves ER kit, that's only available if you're doing Essential Rewards, then they made it $118.50. So plus you're getting points back on top of that, right? So I spent $118.50, got 30 some odd dollars off, and then I got extra points back to spend on other things. So when you have the ER kit, you're getting your Thieves spray, the 2 little bottles of Thieves disinfectant spray, and the 2 little bottles of hand sanitizer, basically for free. When you have when you get your ER points back, that's equivalent to what you would have paid for the mouthwash for free. So you basically just bought toothpaste, household cleaner, hand soap, and the Thieves Essential Oil Blend, and got a bunch of stuff for free. And those are things that I buy all the time anyways, right? Everybody needs foaming hand soap. Everybody needs cleaner. Everybody needs toothpaste. And we should all be using the oil just everywhere. We diffuse it every night in our kids' rooms. We use it in rollers. We use it all the time. So I appreciate the fact that they made that bundle available, because then I can get stuff for dirt cheap and not have to pay extra. So that's how I make sure I always have enough little bottles, because they always tend to go missing. They always tend to go, I don't know, they get lost on hikes or in my car or whatnot, or I can give stuff away to friends, and then I buy the big bottles to be able to refill them. Same thing with the Thieves spray, right? Like I always end up buying the Thieves ER kit often enough that I don't ever buy Thieves spray on its own, because by the time I've run out, it's time for me to replace all the other things anyways. So that is a little bit about how I save money, right? That we can dilute things, we can do hacks to make them last for forever. I can take this dirt sheet bottle, where it's per capful, it's ridiculously inexpensive, and it works, and I can use it in a million different ways. Again, that link at the top with the Thieves household cleaner has a bunch of recipes for how you can use Thieves cleaner around your house. So that is, it's one product that rules them all, as they would say in Lord of the Rings, right? That you're not, I'm not buying a bunch of different products. I'm buying one and I'm using it in a million different ways. So those are some of my hacks for how I use Thieves across my whole house.